Elizabeth, and I'm a certified personal trainer and nutritionist, and today I'm going to talk to you about old chivalry rules, or etiquette for gentlemen. So, the world has changed quite a bit since the Victorian era, and I guess you could say some things are good and some things are for the worse. It's all in a perspective. I think these are interesting. What has sparked my interest in that sort of thing was I knew a woman who had some really old books in her house, and one of them was a 1930s book about lady etiquette, and I was just flipping through it and I found a little snippet that said that females should not turn down their partner for intercourse, that if they don't feel like it, that they should offer their knee or their armpit. And I thought that was ridiculous. It was like the silliest thing I'd ever heard. So now I have some gentleman facts that I'd like to share. Number one is the gentleman stands when a lady or elderly person walks into the room. Standing shows you are attentive, you care, and is a form of respect. So I'm sure you've heard the phrase, respect your elders. When you stand when someone walks into the room, you give them your attention. Number two, the gentleman walks beside the lady. And this, back then, was to protect the lady from any splash from the horse and carriage or cars, and it also was to keep her away from the road. So the male would walk alongside the lady closest to the road. Another thing is it is symbolic as him protecting her, and also when you walk beside someone, it is symbolic of unity. Even in my own learning as a trainer, we were taught to walk side by side with our clients, never walk ahead of them, and never walk behind them. When you are walking ahead, you are leading them, and when you are behind them, they feel lost. They don't know where you're trying to lead them. Walking beside them shows that you guys are together in it. Another thing gentlemen would do is they would take off their coat if there was a puddle and lay it on the ground, and the lady would walk over it. Number three, he opens the door. This is a gesture of affection, strength, and protection. Another thing is the ladies' dresses were very heavy then, and so they would have to pick them up to step over any stoops, and the man would keep the door open so she could get in easily. Unless it was a dark room, then the male would enter first to make sure things are safe. Number four is he never criticizes a homemade meal. Anytime you give an out loud criticism, it is considered disrespectful to the host. So you should always be thankful if someone prepares you a homemade meal. Even if you don't like it, just smile and chew. Number five, he pulls out her chair at dinner and for other speaking events. This is for her to be able to look at the room around her without having to pull a chair open. If there was more than one lady and only one man, the man is expected to pull out the chair for all the ladies. Number six is the male sits after the lady sits. So if the lady doesn't sit down first, you cannot be seated until she is seated. Number seven is the man helps take off the lady's coat. So not only is this just nice, but ladies wore corsets back in the Victorian era. This restricted the movement, makes it hard to breathe, and it would be difficult for them to get their own coats off, and so he would help by taking it off for her. Number eight is walk behind a lady when she's going down the stairs. So if you were, so when the lady is going down the stairs, the man is to walk in front. There we go. And that is because if the lady falls, the man is supposed to be there to catch her. And when she goes up the stairs, the man walks behind her, so if she falls back, he's also there to catch her. Number nine is the gentleman gives up his seat for a lady if none are available. So if they come into the room and there's no more chairs, the man will stand and let the lady sit so being that there is enough places for him to stand. This also goes for children. If there are too many adults and not enough chairs and children are sitting in the chairs, the children are expected to get out of the chair and let the adults sit. Number 10 is he carries her bags and heavy things. And that would also go for guests. So if guests came to your house and they brought luggage, the man of the house is expected to carry those bags in and up into the room in which they would be staying. Number 11 is he pays the tab on dates. So that would mean if he invites you on a date, then he's expected to pay the tab of the date. Nowadays it goes more towards the host and who invites the person out on the date. Some people still have the male pay for everything. Some people share their tabs. I guess it just depends on who you're with. Number 12 is he holds the umbrella over her when it rains. So you sometimes see this with elderly people. If they're trying to get somewhere, sometimes they have canes and they can't hold their umbrella. You hold the umbrella and you get wet to protect them. Well, males used to do that for ladies. This is like a form of protection. 13 is he gives her his jacket. So if she is shivering or she looks cold, he would give up his jacket. Ladies love men's jackets. They like to steal men's clothes sometimes. This is comfy. It's a reminder of the man. And on top of that, women, they take a lot of time to get ready, and they sometimes neglect to get a jacket because they want to show off their outfit, and then they go out and it gets later in the evening, the temperature drops, they get cold, the man has a jacket, usually the lady wants it secretly, sometimes she'll ask, sometimes she won't. Number 14 is he keeps her secrets even after a breakup. So that's pretty straightforward. Sometimes when people break up with us, we like to talk a lot of bogus information about them, say poor things. Out of respect, at some point you enjoyed the company of that person and they trusted you with their information, and so you don't need to spread lies, rumors, or even share their secrets. 15 is he walks her home or to her car for safety. So he will be with her to make sure she gets inside the house safely or gets to her car safely. Another thing is following up to make sure that they're okay. 16 is waiting for the other person to be done speaking before they speak and being a good listener. 17 is being on time and not keeping a lady waiting. Number 18 is he compliments her after she's done getting ready. So women like to spend a lot of time getting ready, or at least some of them do, and when they do, it feels nice to be acknowledged and told, you look nice today, I like your hair, you smell good, I like your outfit, anything, some kind of compliment. Don't play on the insecurities and don't put them down. Number 19 is they don't hit a woman no matter what. So men are stronger than women in most cases. They are built this way. This is not like just an opinion. In most cases, men are bigger and stronger than women, and even if a woman is strong, she can still be overpowered by a man. And when you hit her, it hurts more than when she hits you. Now, it is not right. Women should not hit men either. But there is a reason for weight classes in boxing. So they have like lightweights and heavyweights, and it's just because there's a lot more force coming behind a heavyweight than there is coming behind a lightweight. And the same goes with men and women. Men are built structurally different, and when they hit, there's a lot more force than when a woman hits. Number 20 is when he is ready to be married, he asks her father for her hand in marriage and his blessing. 21 is use manners and eye contact. So when they're speaking to you, you look them in the eyes, you are polite, you use, polite things like sir, ma'am, please, yes, ma'am, no ma'am, thank you, all those good things. They dress neatly. This is to look presentable. 23 is they pick up something when she's dropped it. So if you've ever seen the movie Legally Blonde, there's the part with the bend and snap where the woman breaks the UPS guy's nose. And I'm not sure how it came, besides that it's supposed to be like gallant of the man to pick up something when you dropped it. But when I read that, that's what I think about. It's pretty funny. Number 24 is the last one, and it is escort her with your arm. So it's where they lock elbows and walk together. This keeps you guys side by side. Another form of affection is holding hands and just letting everyone know that you guys are together and letting them know that you're going to be there. So I hope you enjoyed these traditions from the past. I think they're fascinating. I like people and how they change, and I think that we are similar to things in the past as well as not similar to things in the past. One of the things I think about are the times of the gladiators and coliseums and how amused people were by tragedy, and I still feel people are amused by tragedy, and that's why they look at car wrecks when they drive by and such. So I think it's important to acknowledge past behaviors in humans and to acknowledge present behaviors in people as well. Please check out more of my videos on YouTube under Wellness by Elizabeth, and like, subscribe, and share.